What happened? When MIL called me a gold digger at her own daughter's wedding, I'm at my sister-in-law's wedding rehearsal dinner, and my mother-in-law is doing her favorite thing, which is introducing me as my son's wife who stays home because he's such a good provider. She says that to literally every person she sees. Each time I try to smile and say, actually, I work from home, but she cuts me off with, yes, keeping house is work too, dear, we know. And she's already moving to the next person, literally turning her back mid-sentence, like I'm a museum display she's explaining. 6 years of this crap. 6 years of her dropping by at 10 a.m. and saying, must be nice to sleep in, when I've been working since 5. His whole family thinks I married him for money, all because I got pregnant 3 months after we met and had a quickie wedding. I quit my office job to work from my laptop, which to them means I don't work at all. The aunt asks, so you're just home with the kids? And I say, I actually run a business, but she pats my hand going, oh, you have a hobby, how nice. My mother-in-law laughs, saying, she sells things online, it's so cute. Like I'm a 5-year-old with a lemonade stand. My husband tries at dinner saying, she's actually really successful, but his mom cuts him off with, stop embarrassing her, honey. Not everyone needs to be a career woman. My phone buzzes with another notification. I quickly silence. My mother-in-law tells the wedding planner I've been between jobs for 6 years when they asked about the extended family of the bride. Not to mention my father-in-law makes a weekly joke about how I won the lottery marrying his son. The most annoying thing is when my brother-in-law calls me the professional mom, and they all think they're being so clever. Wedding day arrives and it's this garden situation with 150 guests. I'm trying to get the kids ready when my mother-in-law walks in, seeing my laptop open with spreadsheets showing 6-figure quarterly reports and goes, you shouldn't be playing games while the kids get dressed. Priorities, dear. I say, it's actually my quarterly reports, but she's already talking over me. Can you help with flower arrangements since you're not busy? During the reception, they seat me at the back table with the kids and elderly relatives because where else would the housewife sit right? The bride's college friends are at my table and ask what I do. I start to explain, I run an online business, but they turn to each other before I finish saying, must be nice to not have real deadlines. And as if summoned, my mother-in-law walks by adding, she's trying to start a little Etsy shop, isn't that sweet? The photographer is gathering details for the album, asking about everyone's careers. However, when he gets to me, my mother-in-law answers for me. She's loved being a homemaker and a professional child raiser. And when I try to correct her, she goes, she's being modest. She runs after 2 kids all day, and everyone laughs. But wait, it gets worse because mother-in-law takes the microphone for her toast, and instead of talking about her lawyer daughter, the one getting married, she talks about how special her son is, how successful he is, how handsome he is, then turns to me saying, my son married for love, not money. He provides everything while his wife gets to enjoy the simple joys of motherhood. Some women are just meant to keep house. She said it as a joke, only no one was laughing. Even the elderly relatives at my table looked uncomfortable. Not even a minute after the speech, the maid of honor, who's a fashion influencer with like 2 million followers, rushes over to me. I'm sorry, but I have to ask about that dress you're wearing. She walks closer, squinting. That's part of an exclusive collection that's not even released yet. How do you have this? My mother-in-law, who still had the microphone, jumps in saying, she probably got a knockoff online, she's always shopping discount sites. But the maid of honor shakes her head. No, this is real. I've held this fabric at Fashion Week. My father-in-law laughs. Son, you shouldn't be spending so much on clothes for your girl. My husband finally snaps, I didn't buy it for her dad. Meanwhile, the maid of honor's getting more confused. But this isn't even available to the public yet. My mother-in-law was clearly getting angry that the attention on me shifted from pity to intrigue. This is ridiculous. She's a housewife. She probably won it in some online contest. But the maid of honor's studying my face like she's trying to place where she's seen me. Then her eyes go wide, staring at me. How do you have unreleased items? Unless you're, oh my god. People at nearby tables are turning to look now. Mother-in-law says, unless she's what? A gold digger? A small group of people gasp. Mother-in-law realizes she might have had too much wine. The maid of honor ignores her though and does a quick search, then shows her phone with my face on a female founder's magazine. She owns this fashion company that I love. She's worth $8 million. My mother-in-law sits down hard while everyone starts Googling me.